So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's do better_fitness, and that's for my work one, and our car one is watch_German_cars.
Formerly known as Twitter, now called X, we are called Benz and Beyond. For Facebook, we have three groups. One is called Watch German Cars, just like our Instagram page. The other one is the world of electric vehicles with tips and tricks plus maintenance. And the last one is Mercedes-Benz fans with videos and repairs and how we can help people with reviews. Okay, so our referral code for Instavolt charging, this will get you £5 off your charge, is small e, big Q, big P, big Q, and small p. Okay, so I made this video for Henry. So you currently asked me about the Cadillac Escalade IQ, and you wanted my opinion on it and tell you a little about the range, the charging curve, and see if it would actually fit your lifestyle. Okay, so let's talk about the rated EPA range for the minimum trim. You're looking at 465 miles. If you get the top trim, it's the same, which I absolutely love when they do that. So at 90 kilometers per hour in perfect conditions, you're looking at 630 mile range. In range mode, it's 70 miles per hour, which is 112 kilometers per hour. You're looking at 486 mile range. And in range mode at 120 kilometers per hour in perfect conditions, you're looking at 447 miles range. So EPA with the climate control on, the other ones were off. You're looking at 2 kilowatts of heating, you're looking at 406 miles range, and the top trim model is the same. And I'll just tell you now, in my own real world test of this vehicle, obviously I didn't test it in Europe, I tested it in the States. So very rarely do I ever get over, because my driving style is a little different. In this vehicle, I actually got 560 miles of range, which is 100 miles better than the EPA rated this vehicle. And I always tell you, the EPA is much better at the rating than the WLTP. But wow, I think maybe it's because it's pretty comfy. Everything besides the 24-inch rims, I think really they should reduce the size and make it a lot more comfortable. But it doesn't handle that great, so I think maybe I was driving a little bit gentler than I normally do. 0 to 60 in this thing is pretty impressive. Like, yeah, everybody knows my daily is the EQC 400, so that's like 5 seconds, 5.1. This does it in 4.9, which is pretty good. But it really feels heavy. It doesn't stop very well. The handling, it handles like a boat. If you wanted a handling one, obviously look at the Cadillac Escalade V. That's going to handle better. Also has a very good soundtrack. This thing is comfy and it does give you really good range, but it's not a driver's car. And your message to me seemed like you want something that people are going to look at. And in my time with it, I don't feel like people really look at this at all. If you don't need the third row, which this has, and by the way, I do not fit in the third row. The Cadillac V I fit in fine, but in this one the sloping roofline does really eat up that headroom. If you don't need the third row, I probably wouldn't get this. If you want something showy, the Mercedes G580, it does get a lot more attention. Obviously it doesn't have the space, but if it was my money, that's what I would do. Okay, let's get into the charging spec. So as you can see here, the charging curve is actually really amazing. You're gonna be over 100 kilowatts all the way up until after like 75%, which is insane. And it really just holds that charging curve, which is so impressive to me. So let's just start off at 0%. You're looking at 150 kilowatts, and then by 1% it's already at 335 kilowatts. 5% is 344, 10% is 338, 15 is 340, 20% you're 342, at 30% you're 338 kilowatts, at 40% you're 294 kilowatts, at 50% you're 257 kilowatts, 60% you're 255 kilowatts, at 70% you're 115 kilowatts, and then at 80 you are at 45 kilowatts. Obviously by here stop charging, but if you did continue at 90 you would be at 51 kilowatts, and getting closer to 100 you're at 15 kilowatts. So this thing charges amazing. Obviously it's way better charging than the Mercedes is going to be, but the Mercedes does just have a little bit more road presence. So if you want me to make the video on the 580, I can get my hands on one for you and I can answer any particular questions that you do have. And if this video has helped you, please like and subscribe. And if this has helped anybody else, I do make videos on request. And if you have a question, let me know and I will do my best to help you. Please give me a like and subscribe so I can help more people. And I will see you guys next Wednesday for another video. Bye.